Chapter 2 Echoes in the Wind. The stargazer lurched skyward, the desert floor shrinking beneath Amelia. The once-proud balloon creaked and groaned in protest, unused to the rigors of flight after years of neglect. Amelia gripped the control panel, her knuckles white. Memories of Luna's lessons, gleaned from dusty scrolls and whispered stories, flooded back. Respect the wind, Amelia, Luna's voice echoed in her mind, it is both your friend and your foe. Amelia navigated the rising air currents, skillfully adjusting the burner's intensity. Below, the village became a huddle of mudbrick homes, the central cave entrance a dark eye staring back at her. Panic gnawed at her. Had she been foolish? Could she truly defend the village from a raider attack in this rickety contraption? Just then, a plume of dust rose on the eastern horizon, a dark silhouette growing steadily larger. Raiders! Their modified sand skiffs, sleek and menacing, kicked up dust devils as they sped towards the village. A surge of adrenaline coursed through Amelia. There was no turning back. Reaching into the metal box, her fingers brushed against the cool, smooth surface of a vial filled with shimmering blue paint. A plan, audacious and risky, began to form in her mind. As the raiders drew closer, Amelia dipped the brush into the paint. With a deep breath, she traced the constellation of the hunter across a section of the stargazer's canvas sail. The blue paint flared to life, a beacon in the darkening sky. A collective gasp rose from the distant village. The raiders, momentarily distracted, slowed their advance. In the fading light, the stargazer, emblazoned with a glowing constellation, looked less like a relic and more like a celestial omen. A guttural yell from the lead raider jolted them back to action. The skiff split up, flanking the stargazer in an attempt to trap it. Panic threatened to engulf Amelia, but she forced it down. Now came the real test. Focusing on a scrap of parchment tucked into the box, depicting a complex celestial maneuver, Amelia adjusted the burners and control flaps. The stargazer dipped sharply, skimming the edge of a sand dune, the wind whipping at her hair. The raiders, caught off guard, swerved to avoid a collision. Taking advantage of the opening, Amelia traced another constellation, the Swift, known for its speed and agility. The stargazer surged forward, propelled by an unseen force. It weaved a dizzying path through the dunes, the raiders struggling to keep pace. Laughter bubbled up inside Amelia, tinged with both disbelief and exhilaration. She wasn't just piloting the balloon, she was dancing with the wind, guided by the forgotten language of the constellations. Maybe, just maybe, there was power in these ancient stories after all. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in fiery hues, a new sound joined the roar of the burners and the howl of the wind, the frustrated yelps of the raiders. They were losing ground, their sand skiffs ill-equipped to follow the stargazer's erratic maneuvers. Finally, with a burst of finality, the stargazer soared over the crest of a towering dune, leaving the raiders behind in a swirling cloud of dust. Exhaustion washed over Amelia, but a triumphant smile stretched across her face. Perhaps tonight, the sky had spoken a new story, a story of courage, defiance, and the power of a forgotten legacy. But the night was far from over. Now Amelia had another challenge to face, navigating the treacherous night sky and finding a way to land the stargazer safely.